morning. I am headed to work after my 4-day weekend. I guess I'm running a little late, but it should be fine. This is a small, narrow road, and I don't know why someone would want to ride their bike on this road, because it's extremely small just for the cars alone. But anyway, so yeah, I'm headed to work. You know what I was thinking about? You know, I've been dealing with a couple different ailments lately. From the dehydration, the constipation, and then the little issue now with my foot. And I don't know if I really mentioned my foot issue, but it started with my foot was what is it when your foot is, you know, swollen? My foot was swollen, like my foot, you know. It was actually kind of on the bottom of my foot, but my foot was swollen, my right foot. And, you know, I did all kinds of things. I elevated it. I mainly elevated it. That was the main thing that I did to help the swelling. And it worked, you know, eventually over a couple of days. And then now the issue is my ankle. Like, my ankle doesn't feel stable, if that makes sense. Like, I almost feel like I need to put an ace bandage on. And just now, as I was getting ready to leave my apartment, you know, when I'm at home around the house, I wear basically not flip-flops, but like little slides, you know, just slip-on slides around the house. And so I had those on as usual. And then when I got to the front door, you know, I'm all dressed and everything. I get to the front door and I put on my shoes that I have on right now. And these shoes, I wasn't even gonna wear these shoes, but the shoes I wanted to wear were in my car. So, you know, I just threw on these shoes to get to the car. But literally, as I went to take one step with these shoes, and these are not heels, these are flats. These are, I mean, they may have a slight elevation, like almost like, no, I don't even want to say a wedge, because they're extremely comfortable. They're like, they feel like sneakers. They basically feel like sneakers, but they're shoes. I can't even describe them. But they have a slight elevation. They're not flat on the ground. And so I went to put them on. I put them on, and I went to take one step, and my ankle felt like it didn't want to move. Or it just felt like I said, I needed an ace bandage around it to keep it in place. And I'm like, what the heck is happening here? Every other day I have a different ailment. My stomach has been really upset. And not upset like I have to use the bathroom. Not that kind of upset. But an upset, a weird, like, it just doesn't feel right. And so yesterday, I don't know, I just said, let me go get some Tums. I mean, I know Tums are for like, what is it? When you have heartburn, But I think it's also for like upset stomach. And I remember a while back I was taking Tums. Now I know Tums are not something you want to take on a regular basis because they can do more damage than good. I was doing some research on Tums, and it's funny because one of my coworkers, my male coworker, when he first started at our job, I remember him and I both were popping Tums like crazy. And the research I was doing about Tums said something about kidney stones. They could cause kidney stones. Do you know he just passed a couple kidney stones recently? I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, so yeah, I had the issue with with my stomach being upset. So I got the Tums, and actually right after I took the Tums, it did feel a little bit better. I'm still having the issue with the constipation, although it's not nearly as severe as it was. It's not, I won't get into it, but it's not as severe as it was. But because I'm used to going, to the bathroom on a pretty regular basis, and I'm just not doing that anymore. At least not on my own, So yeah, so that issue's starting to creep back up. So I'm just like having all these issues. And I do have a doctor's appointment. Well, today I have an eye doctor's appointment. That's a whole different issue. Eye doctor's appointment today. I think later in the week, I think on Thursday. I should have brought my calendar with me. I get blood work done later in the week at my primary care. Now, if I'm not mistaken, okay. Yeah, there was a police car that was coming this way towards me, and we passed each other just now. And next thing I know, I look up in my rear view and I see him behind me. And I'm like, what? But it looks like he turned off, unless it wasn't the exact same one. Anyway, what was I saying? My stomach, and I know I was talking about the Tums, but I had got off of that. I don't know. I was just saying that I keep having all these issues, and I keep having all these issues, and then I go and do my little research, what I call my research, on either Google or YouTube. Those are my two go-to places. And I start going down a rabbit hole each time. And, next thing I know, I have diagnosed myself with some dreadful disease. And I'm like, oh my God, I have, XYZ. I mean, do you do that? Like, seriously, do you do that? Be honest with me. Do you do that? Because I do it a lot, and it's crazy. It's crazy because I'm pretty sure it's not that serious, but I'm just checking out worst case scenarios, and like I said, next thing I know, I got some dreaded disease. But anyway, I just want to get past this stage where I am having all kinds of issues. I don't know what brought me here. I thought I was doing good. I lost the weight. I thought, yeah, that's what that's what you do. You lose weight, and your life is, your health is much better. My primary care. Oh, I was talking about going to the doctor. So yeah, today I have an eye doctor's appointment, and then I think on Thursday I have blood work due. Blood work that I have to give. And then next week. Is it next week? I think next week I go in for my annual physical, which is probably gonna be it's gonna be like a 2-year physical, because I haven't had one in probably 2 years. So yeah, I am going to the doctor to see about all of this stuff, but I'm like, oh my God, when I feel like I'm like the dehydration, I finally feel like I got that under control. I'm very conscious of my water intake. I even have a cooler sitting next to me here in the car with my water. Well, I have a couple bottles of water with me, but we have water at work. We have water. So I don't need to bring like 5 bottles of water to work. I can just replenish at work. And I have a water bottle and all. But yeah, so I have all these doctor's appointments. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, and it's affecting my, I don't want to say mental state. I don't want to say that. Because I don't like to, I don't like to, people right now are going through some mental challenges, and I don't want to minimize their challenges by saying I'm going through some mental stuff when I'm not going anywhere near anything mental compared to some people out here. So, but it's just affecting my whole, mood and, oh, yeah, I'll just leave it there. But, I don't know. I just really want to feel better. And I know part of what also brought this all on probably, or contribute to it, is mobility. And it started from the winter, I believe. I wasn't really mobile a lot. Quite frankly, at lunchtime, instead of getting up and just going out, sometimes I would just go out just to be going out, go for a walk, even in the winter, even if I didn't go for a walk like outside in the elements, I would go to the mall right near my job and just do a couple laps around the mall, just to get myself moving. Maybe I could do. No, I can't do that today because I have this eye doctor appointment. But yeah, during the winter months a lot, and not to blame it on YouTube, but I was bringing my lunch, which is a good thing. I was bringing my lunch, and then I would go in the back of the office and sit down and eat my lunch and edit a video. And that would be my lunch hour. So the time when I could, walk, I was sitting. Anyway, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better with all of that. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Don't forget to like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. God bless.